All right. Well, hey, welcome to another edition of Click Boom. My name is Chris, DJ Darkwing Detailer. With me, as always, Clinton Icebug. Block. How's it going, man?
Hi, it's going great.
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
So, how was the week?
It was pretty good. Weekend was a little crazy after the show. Cause we didn't leave Chicago until Sunday morning, and I had to work that night, so we had to be
Hmm.
back in time for me to go to work, which was pretty fun. Not a whole lot of sleep that last weekend, but and then now that I'm thinking about it, no, it was a really shitty week because literally everything broke at work, and
Oh
it
no.
hasn't actually been 100% functional since Sunday. I told one of my coworkers when I got there on Sunday, I was like, "Man, I hope it wasn't as slow, or hope it's not as slow as it was for you, because I'm really dragging today." And I guess I got my wish. I walked 9 miles on Sunday. Um, so yeah, it was pretty great.
It sounds like it was a nice little week for you.
Yeah. How about
Oh
you?
man. Yeah. Week was all right. I spent most of it fucking sick, so
Oh,
that's
that's no good.
no, no. And then work was a pain in the ass, and yeah, I got to play some video games though, which was nice. There was a
It's all right.
new World of Warcraft patch, so it was nice to get a little bit of that going.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
cool.
it's a decent patch. I haven't done everything with it yet, but we'll see. It's not too bad.
Cool.
So, and there was a new league patch too, so that was nice. We got pool party minions right now.
What is that?
Uh,
Oh, I
they
understand now. Okay.
yeah yeah they
Pool
just
party, not like
yeah.
pool party minions. I was like, what's a party minion? I don't know what that is.
It's cool. I understand. You had a
Neat.
long week.
Nice.
No, they had this thing where if you played with a group, you got points towards the goal.
Hmm.
And at first, you got like extra influence points, which is in-game currency, the non-viable kind. Um, and then you unlocked, I think, some bundles, and then you unlocked Party IP Weekend,
Hmm.
and then you unlocked Pool Party Minions. So they all got like straw hats and shit. It's pretty cool. If you got to the top tier, which we didn't get, everyone got a free skin. So, oh, one of the tiers was also a free champion.
Oh,
Everyone's going to get a mystery champion as long as you're not a dickbag.
that's cool.
So, yeah, we got most of it. The only thing we didn't get was the Mundo skin, which sucks because they each summer they come out with pool party skins.
Uh-huh.
So, um, this was pool party Mundo. He's a dude. He's the dude that throws out all the cleavers.
Okay. Is this
So,
like only for a week or something, or how long does it
um,
last?
I'm not sure how long they're going to be around. I haven't been paying too much
Okay,
attention, to
so
be honest.
you can still get your skin though, right?
Yeah, you can buy the skin. You just don't get it for free.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, and they'll be around for a little while.
Nice.
Actually, I think these ones might stick around. I think the pool party skins from last summer just kind of stayed around all year. So
Well, that's
we'll
all
see.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So
Cool.
got my new loot crate too this week,
Oh
which
yeah.
was
What was
nice.
all on
Yeah,
that?
I'm sorry.
You were telling me
Yeah,
before the
sorry.
show, and it was pretty cool stuff in there.
Oh, sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Yeah, it came with a ton of awesome stuff. First of all, the new mouse pad from Borderlands. I can't
Nice.
see. Yeah. Um, so that's nice. There's also it was Tron meets Transformers, a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. You also got a little mini replica of a Terminator skull.
That's pretty
I
neat.
wish I had it like with me, but it's in the other room. So yeah, dude, it was pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to the next one is Heroes. I think.
Oh, it's
I think
Heroes
that's what it
themed.
was. Yes. So yeah, gaming wise, what were you up to this week?
Um, Not too much. Playing. I picked up after the sale was totally over and everything. I picked up the new Double Fine game. Apparently, they waited till right after the sale to put it up, but then it was
Oh,
still on sale. So it was like, or no, it was midweek madness. I got it during
oh, okay.
midweek madness. So it was $10. It's called Massive Chalice. It's pretty fun. It's like a um, So it's a turn-based strategy game,
Okay.
um, but like you really almost can't even go into two fights in a row with the same party because it goes like over time. Like you won't actually have a fight for like 10 or 15 years in between, and then like all your party
Okay.
members age and everything, and then you have to like you have a kingdom that you build keeps and stuff, and so you have to like put a lord in the keep, give them a mate, and then hope they make you more babies so that way you have more people to use it as an army 20 years down the line.
Huh.
um, but then like after people die, you have to replace them and stuff like that. It's a pretty neat game. It's got a interesting art style. It's really like polygoned,
Oh, okay.
like really polygony, polygonal art style. It looks pretty neat.
Polygamy? What?
Polygon
No. I'm just...
Polygonal. Yeah, yeah. Um, I recommend play. Maybe we'll play it sometime on the show. I don't know.
Cool.
I haven't been having a lot of fun with that actually. Probably spent too much time playing it the other day, but it's pretty great.
I think that's what games are for, though, is to just play them
Well,
and play them and play them,
but I
unless they're
should be
pretty
playing
bad.
more Dota 2. That's all
True.
I'm saying. So, um, got picked up a couple board games this weekend.
Oh, really? What'd you
That's
get?
pretty awesome. I got this game called Concept. Apparently, it just came out not that long ago. You have like this board that has a bunch of different icons on it that
Hmm.
represent things like water or people or it's a car or like different colors and stuff, so black and white, yellow, orange, and
Hmm.
then shapes. So you have to like you get a card that has a word on it, and then you have to have other people guess what the word is based on putting icons on those, or like little tokens on those icons,
Hmm.
but you can't say anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then the other game I got was Super Fight, which is like it's a Cards Against Humanity type game where there's like black and white cards and there's only cards and then there's a decision to make, but it's not like a random thing, and hopefully I won't like hate playing it with people as much as I hate playing Cards Against Humanity. Um, but it's like you have a thing, so like preschoolers, and then you give them two powers, so like jetpacks or flamethrowers, and then you pit them against something else that you draw a card that it's a thing, and then two more powers, and so then it's actually like Cards Against Humanity. How we normally play it is just like, it's a secret thing, so you have to deceptively like throw people over towards your option. So that way, if you actually are in a game where people are talking it out and stuff,
Hmm.
this one everybody knows who put down what set of cards, and so then you are just selling the crap out of your thing and saying that it's gonna win the fight. It's gonna beat the crap
Gotcha.
out of the other thing.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited to play that.
That one actually sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. So when you come up here sometime, we'll play
One
it.
day, eventually.
Yeah.
I gotta get the tires on my car fixed first. I got three that are about to pop, it feels like.
Well, yeah, get those fixed first. I don't want you
Yeah.
straight on the side of the road or something.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole reason I like you. You remember a couple of weeks ago, I was supposed to go up to Mason City to hang out with one of the MedCon guys.
Right.
I found out like that week before. I was like, well, I need to go get an oil change. Let me check the tires to make sure I don't need to get a new one or something. And three of them are so shot.
Oh man, that's not
Yeah.
good.
No. So I get paid on Wednesday. Like I've been having to pay a few things off, but I get paid Wednesday, so I'm gonna get at least one or two done,
Nice.
and then we'll see from there.
Nice.
So I just got that nice raise from work, so that'll help pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I had a live broadcast this past week. So,
Oh, cool.
it was the one. Well, I told you about the one from Friday. Did I even tell you about that?
No.
I guess not. No, I had a live broadcast with Coca Cola.
Oh, cool.
Um, so yeah, we gave away, what was it, 26 cases of Coca Cola,
That's a lot of coke.
that is a lot of Coke. They count that as a year's supply. So
Okay. I don't know if
20
I would. Sure.
that's one case of Coke every other week, a 24 pack every other week. Like that's more than what should be a year's supply. Like hope that like that right there could give somebody the beatus.
The beatus.
The beatus.
The
We also
beatus.
gave away a $200 gift card.
Oh,
So,
nice.
but you get I get extra money for that. So there's like a little extra money to go towards new tires.
Sweet, dude.
Probably used tires. I'm not fancy and don't need full on new tires.
Sure.
As long as it's got 75% tread, I'm good. So, anyways, yeah, let's talk about esports.
Yeah.
So, you want to go first this week?
Sure.
All right.
So last week I was talking a little bit about the ESL One Frankfurt tournament that they had last weekend. That was just during day one. So day two had a sad upset, but first off, Evil Geniuses 2-0'd Virtus Pro to get into the winners bracket there.
Okay.
Invictus Gaming got 2-0'd by Team Secret, putting them in the winners bracket also. So then the grand finals was Evil Geniuses versus Team Secret. Evil Geniuses had a really great showing to start, but
Whoa.
they ended up getting going 1-3 against Team Secret. So Team Secret took the tournament for that, which is upsetting. But they've been on a tear lately. They used to be the curse of two, so they would always end up second place at a tournament. Like they had never won an actual tournament until this year, and I think this is the third tournament that they've won,
Nice.
in a row or something like that. So they're doing pretty great. I'm kind of worried for TI coming up. We'll see if hopefully EG can still pull it out for TI and win that, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. They Beyond the Summit, my favorite casting studio, even though they do mostly Asia tournaments if they are casting other tournament stuff, they announced a new tournament right before the International. So this is actually the last tournament before the International. It was supposed to be ESL 1 was the last tournament before the International, but this one snuck in. It's not as high level as ESL 1, but it's just an Americas only tournament, which is pretty nice. I'm pretty looking forward to playing this. So it's all none of the teams that made it into TI. It's just all the other American teams, and so that actually starts today.
Nice.
So they're doing open qualifiers right now on Faceit, which is a bracket thing that a lot of games use for open style tournaments and things. So then after that happens, the actual main event will be July 1st through the 19th. So we'll see who fills out the rest of the roster, and it's a $10,000 prize pool. So that should be pretty fun to watch. I'm excited to finally just get me all juiced up, ready for TI at August. So I can't wait for that. We are also at $14.7 million right now for TI.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So we are, 820% over the original prize pool, the 1.6 million. So that's a pretty tasty prize pool. The only stretch goal we have left is a new immortal item, which is immortal items usually add extra effects to some sort of ability, or they have particles on them and stuff, so they're all glowy and sparkly and whatever. So we get one of those for Axe, and then we also get a long form comic unlocked. So we'll actually get a comic somehow with Axe in it relating to, I don't know if it's TI related or something else, but long form, which sounds awesome. I can't wait for that. So that's all for Dota. What's going on in League?
Well, man, it was an interesting week. Let's go back to the European LCS. They played yesterday. Couple of interesting games. First of all, Unicorns of Love, one of my favorite teams there, best name around. They've been having a little bit of a rough time. They dropped another game to one of the lower tier teams, which actually they're not doing too bad right now. They lost to Giants, which is kind of interesting. And then they ended up losing to Rocket, which I didn't see coming in a million years. Unicorns were second place in the EU LCS last year, or last split that is. Excuse me, and they're just having a really rough time right now. A couple of other of the interesting games. Fnatic just beat the crap out of Gambit. That was kind of a given. Top two place teams faced off as well. Fnatic took on H2K on Thursday with Fnatic pulling out the win on that. Fnatic is just on such a roll. They're sitting at 10-0 right now in the EU LCS as we're like halfway through now. So good on those guys. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Coming up some games next week. We do have Unicorns of Love taking on Origin. That'll be a really great match. We'll see if Unicorns can kind of pull themselves out of the slump and see where they go from there. On day two, the match that I'm really looking forward to is Elements versus Origins. Elements not doing good. They're only 4-6 right now. But it'd be really nice to see Xpeke taking on Froggen again. That's a huge rivalry in the EU LCS. It's been going on since before the EU LCS was the LCS. So looking at the standings, sitting up on top right now, Fnatic at 10-0, Origin 8-2, third place H2K Gaming at 7-3, fourth place Giants at 5-5. We got a three-way tie now for fifth place between Elements, Rocket, and Unicorns at 4-6. Rounding out the bottom three, Gambit at 7-3, SK 7-3, and the Copenhagen Wolves at 2-8. Jumping over to the North American LCS. Just got to move my screen over. A couple of games last week. Team Liquid versus Team Solo Mid. That was a really rough game to watch. Everyone knows I'm a TSM fan. I will always be a TSM fan. I'm a TSM homer. So in my eyes, they can do no wrong. But they actually did a lot of wrong this past week. They were getting stumped pretty hard by Liquid. Thankfully, a couple of really good decisions and one amazing team fight by Bjergsen really helped seal the deal, and they were able to close that game out. We also had Dignitas taking on Team Impact, with Dignitas coming out on top for that. So that was pretty awesome to see as well. I remember just saying when TSM was going to take on Dignitas that, well, that should be an easy win for TSM. Dignitas hasn't been doing too well. And since then, they have just skyrocketed to the top. So I'm just going to say TSM is going to be doing terribly right now. And hopefully that means they do amazing and jump on the top of things once again.
Yeah.
Cloud9, this was a rough one, lost to Enemy Esports, who's sitting down in 7th place right now. Cloud9 just, they brought in the new mid laner in Incarnation, taking a heist position. And so far, they had one win over TSM. Trying to remember who their other win was over. Teammate, who's another bottom tier league team right now. But overall, they have just lost to everyone else. They lost to CLG, Dig, Gravity, Liquid, Impulse, everyone. So we'll see if they can kind of pull themselves out after another loss on day 2 against CLG. Day 2 games, not really too much going on. We did see Dignitas, though, taking out Team Liquid. One of the interesting things with Liquid, and this has been brought up a lot on the analyst desk, is, they were doing great. They were in first place, doing so amazing, but all those wins were against the bottom tier teams. They beat Dragon Knights, Teammate, Cloud9, Enemy. Or no, I take that back. Or no, it was Teammate that Cloud9 beat. So, they beat all these teams, but they're all bottom tier teams that they beat. And now once they played the top teams in the league, they lost actually pretty hard. And actually one of them was to Team Dragon Knights. So that was no, actually I take that back. That was Gravity that they lost to, not Dragon Knights. And Gravity's doing pretty good right now. So taking a look at today's games, Team Liquid going to be taking on CLG. TSM taking on Teammate, so Teammate should win that one. We'll see. Day 2 games, Gravity versus Liquid. That's always a great game when you have the former Team Curse versus the former Team Curse Academy. So that's going to be a really great game. Impact versus Cloud9, looking forward to that. And another TSM versus CLG match going on tomorrow. Day 2 of NALCS is going to be just so freaking awesome. Some of the other big goings on in the league. Let's talk about TSM. Keith McBrief, who was at one time, he still is a substitute for Team Liquid. He's actually trying out right now for TSM. They might be benching longtime 80 carry Wild Turtle, who's been with them since spring split of season 3. He actually came in, replaced Chaos, his very first match. This was nuts. Very first match in the LCS, and he gets a freaking pentakill. He was put on the team since then. Made it to the season 3 World Finals. Made it to the season, well, not World Finals, but World Championship. Season 4, they did the same thing with the World Championship, making it actually out of the group stage. Two actually North American teams made it out of group stage. They were one of the only people to take a game off eventual winner Samsung. So that was really cool. We'll see how that goes. Personally, I'm pulling for Keith. I love me some Keith McBrief. So good luck, Keith. We'll see how that goes. For now, though, today, Wild Turtle is going to stay as the starting 80 carry. He's just currently trying out. So we'll see how that goes. And you know what? I'm going to call it there for what's going on in the world of League of Legends.
Great.
So let's talk about this week's game.
Yeah, we talked real briefly about this at the start of the episode, right before the episode, and we have.
Now, this was your game.
Yeah.
You're the one that picked this up.
Yep, and we have.
You're the one that told me to buy it.
Yep, we have wildly different opinions on this game.
Now, the good thing is that I bought the game for like $3.
Yeah, I bought it right when it came out for like 10 or 12 bucks.
That's still not bad. Either way, Clint really likes this game.
Oh man, I love the crap out of this game.
Personally, I fucking hated this game. I want to be nice about it, but I really didn't like it. I didn't find it enjoyable. It feels like, I told you this earlier. It feels like a mixture of fucking Temple Run meets Candy Quest or Candy Crush.
Right.
I know the puzzle part isn't exactly like Candy Crush, but it's still just so. So let's describe the game first. So you have to build a boat. That's the thing, and you build the boat by completing quests as you run through an endless stream of monsters, and there's chests that you have to open. But you would do all the attacking and unlocking by doing a puzzle game underneath it all.
Right. So it's like an endless runner puzzle game RPG. Because there's right. But you do level up stats and stuff. You don't like have levels, but you earn money by completing levels and stuff to actually unlock more powerful attacks and stuff like that. Like
you end up accumulating gold throughout the game, and you can use that gold to go to different people on the ship. And the different things you get are there's the sword, there's the magic wand, there's the keys, which mind you, I haven't gotten past the magic wand because I couldn't stand playing the game. I have less than an hour played, and I couldn't stand it.
Sure.
But either way, you take that gold and you take that to different people on the ship, and it will let you upgrade your powers.
Yeah.
There's also the shield as well.
Yeah. So it's sword, staff, shield, keys, then crates. Then you also have mind for like intelligence or whatever, and then might for strength stuff, but you actually just use the intelligence and strength to unlock. You like recruit monsters onto your boat, and then that gives you small bonuses also. But that's all of the things that you match together to play the game. But then there's also items that you can unlock, like by opening the crates. Sometimes you'll get spells that you can use. So like a fireball
there's like
spell,
the fireball,
spell.
the bow.
Yeah. I put in 6 hours in this game so far. I'm not done yet. There actually isn't, just so people know, there isn't a whole lot of boat building going on in this game.
No, really, the way you build your boat is once you get through all the quests for that particular area, you move along and you get another piece to the boat.
Yeah. So the quests
So
will be like, in a run, you have to match,
one was you got to get five in a row,
yeah,
which is
five,
five things that are like five
right,
swords or five crates, something like
or
that.
like 10 4 in a rows, or like
Survive
three,
90 seconds.
right, three double matches,
Yeah, just
something
a
like
bunch of
that.
different random
Yeah.
things.
And then also, I guess we never explained how the endless runner
Oh
part
yeah,
worked.
yeah, true. Well, I'll let you go into that.
Yeah, so like you're on the screen here, you're in the dungeon. It's just a linear thing, and you're just running along, and then you'll just keep going. And then once you hit a monster, like the entire thing is scrolling past the entire time. So you're like running, and then it's like scrolling past.
And every time
Um,
they hit you, you fucking move
yeah. So
back.
anytime you come up to a monster, if they hit you, the HP is where you're at on the screen essentially. And so then once you get over to here, the edge of the screen, that's when you don't lose, you win.
Every time it says you win, the first
I
monster
don't
can
know why.
knock you off, and it will still say you won.
Yeah, I don't understand
Which you
why,
make me
but
feel better. So, one thing with the shield, though, what the shield does is the little health thing. It's as you're moving across the screen and getting pushed back. Every time as time goes, it will the screen will come this way basically, so you're kind of getting pushed back. But every time you get hit by a monster, it pushes you back even further. Like it knocks your actual character back instead of this side of the screen just kind of slowly catching up to you.
right.
So, but yeah, you know what? I really tried to because um, it seemed like it was going to be a really fun game. It seemed kind of goofy and
Yep.
some fun to it. And the more I played, the more I disliked it.
It's I understand how someone couldn't like it though, because it's like a it's like a so it's a puzzle game, but then it's always high stress.
Hmm.
Like it's always impending doom. Like there's never a time when it's not impending doom because you just mess up and can't find a match for like 5 seconds and that's it. You're done with your run because you lost.
Hmm.
So you're always like, oh crap, I gotta get a match and I gotta match them really, really super fast. And it's like speed puzzle gaming, like speed bejewel, except
Yeah.
for the puzzle mechanics are different. But um, and the puzzle mechanics, did we describe that? So instead of like,
You know what I did? We talked about just the matching part, but
yeah,
basically you just have a big grid and there's little boxes of everything everywhere. Not really boxes, but squares,
yeah,
because there are actual boxes that are the crates, and they all kind of move. You can grab one and move it all the way down and
yeah.
up.
So you
It'll take what's
slide,
on the bottom and push it back to the top
yeah,
or side to side.
yeah. You slide the entire column or the entire row
Yeah.
when you move a piece. So it's kind of difficult sometimes getting a match because you're like, you can't just flip stuff around like I'm Bejeweled and get a match. You have to slide stuff into place, and it's yeah. It took me a while to get used to it when I first started playing because this is actually a sequel of a game called 10 Million.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, and the way that you actually won the game for 10 million was get a score of 10 million. And let's just say I've never done it. It's really hard because you essentially have to put modifiers on, which is like you take more damage, but you do more damage and stuff like that. And so then it's like even crazier because you're like, I have to do stuff way faster in order to actually not die right away. But
Yeah. Excuse me. So, yeah, I mean, just yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
I love this
I'm sure
game.
I'm sure a lot of people of you out there will enjoy it. So,
Yeah.
my opinion, wait for the Steam sale. Wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah, it's not. If you enjoyed 10 million, just go ahead and get it because it's just more of that game.
Wait for the damn sale.
I mean, you could wait for the sale, but I'm just saying, if you love 10 million, just go ahead and get this game because it's the same thing, pretty great. Okay. Um,
All right, let's pick out a game for next
yeah,
week.
what are we playing? It's your
We
pick.
had actually already discussed this a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, thank God for the Steam sale because we picked up so many awesome games
Oh,
we're
yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
to try out now. Let's play Battle Block Theater.
Yeah, dude. And so we
Uh,
will probably need to play this together. So,
yeah, definitely. Like I have to go to Walmart when we're done with this, and I'm going to pick up a new Xbox controller while I'm there.
mm-hmm.
So I have something to actually play it with, which means I can finally go back probably and beat Super Meat Boy.
Okay,
Do you have
sure.
Super Meat Boy?
I do. I'm
It's a lot of
awful
fun.
at that game.
Yeah, it sucks if you're playing it on a keyboard, but
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty fucking awesome with the controller. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, man. Well, you got any parting words?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Um, and
no.
say hi to your neighbors. That's
Fair enough. You know my aunt's a bitch though. Fuck her. Um, she always plays her loud fucking shitty country music. I don't want to fucking hear it.
you just got out of that. You don't mean anymore.
I know. God damn. I love classic country.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Outlaws. Johnny Cash is one of my favorites of all times. Fucking Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard. Those guys are fucking amazing. But you know who I don't give a shit about? I fucking hate Luke Bryan. I fucking hate Florida Georgia Line, and I fucking hate that I even know who the fuck these people are.
I was
I'm
just gonna say
gonna
I feel lucky that I have no idea who any of these people are you're talking about.
be
For the
happy
new
because
ones.
they're bro country, and it's all about fucking.
Oh, that's a thing.
It is, and it's fucking terrible. So, all right, enough rambling, enough f bombs. We're gonna wrap things up. Make sure you go follow us at ClickBoom Show on Twitter, Facebook.com/ClickBoom Podcast, which we need to start using that damn Facebook more.
Yeah.
Also, make sure to go follow us on our personal pages as well at DJ_DarkwingD on Twitter. It's the same thing here on Twitch when I finally get my computer fixed and can stream and get video again. Follow him at icebug, also on Facebook, icebug,
Yep.
and Steam as well.
Icebug. Yep. Twitch is Icebug if I ever use it.
All
Yep.
right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us. It's another edition of Click Boom. We'll see you next Saturday, 12:30.
Bye.